Fuel City here in Fort Worth, Texas, at a kind of a newer truck stop. I didn't even know this place existed. But it's not the kind you can stay at. I think it's probably a pay truck stop. But they have cheap fuel, $2.94, which is cheaper than what I've been seeing it lately. I'm a little bit rattled because I just tried to make a pickup at a customer and I didn't have the right number, the right pickup number, and they made me leave, and they were really nasty. So now I have to go back and face that lady again, and I have the right number. But I did get real upset with her back, which I don't think I've ever done that. So we'll have to see what happens when I go back and see if they banned me from the place. Now I know why there's truck drivers that get so upset. What if you're a truck driver that has an attitude yourself? I try not to have an attitude. I always just go in there as a friendly person. But man, these days when somebody comes up in my face, I don't know, it brings out this autopilot thing in me that like just makes me want to be nasty back. All right, we're back here. She might have a gun out there. You know, when I turn the corner, she might be shooting at me. These guards are like computers, and they can only receive one number. If you don't have that one number, whew, boy, they get nasty. No, and she was arguing with the broker, not just me, because the broker was on the phone with me. It was a mess. Anyway, we're here. I got your number for you. 700. And they're going to take us early. So she said my appointment was 1:45, but I don't have that time. Yet another thing that happens to us truck drivers also. And some of you mistakenly think that what I talk about, it's complaining, but it's not complaining. It's just that's what happens to us. So I'm kind of narrating what's happened as we arrive at these shippers and receivers. If I see angels and nuns and stuff along the way, I'll gladly shoot them on the camera also. Good stuff. All right, there's 6 trucks in front of us. Oh boy. Well, hopefully it'll go fast. So just relax, and we'll play some elevator music here so that everyone's relaxed. These are the tacos. They look pretty good. They're kind of small, but I usually don't eat a big lunch anyway, so it's something to do while we're waiting for the trucks in front of us. All right, we finally got a door. It's been 4 hours. And we're not allowed to wait in our trucks on this one, so we have to go inside. Which is kind of good, then I don't have to idle, although I didn't idle sitting there. You know why? Because there's wind today. And if there's wind, then it's not bad. At least I can stand it pretty hot if it's windy. All right. It's 87 degrees. That means in your truck it's at least 97. You know what? I'm going to get a little closer. This is the kind where you literally have to be riding the cement. This cement right here is what I was talking about. I think that's close enough. All right, they just finished me. It's almost 5 o'clock. Took them 7 hours, so no time to talk now. Gotta hurry, try to get to a truck stop. There's no truck stops in Dallas, so I'm really not sure what we're gonna do. I will update you soon, as soon as I know. Everything in Texas is bigger, nicer, newer, including a place like this. I said to her, I did go to the taco place, by the way, and I said my tacos weren't very good this morning for my early lunch. And she says, I know, if you get the chicken, it's really dry, which is true. It was really dry chicken, so I got a beef burrito instead of the chicken. So she already knew ahead of time what I was going to say. All right, I'm just looking on Google Maps. Rand McNally also says to go up through Oklahoma, but that's $40 in tolls, probably more than that. I'll probably go this way through Memphis and up that way and then up there. I'm going to probably bypass Indiana and go that way because Indiana's roads are just horrible. So we'll have to see, but definitely not going to take the toll roadway and spend the extra $40 if I don't have to. All right, well, I'm going to sit here and try to eat this burrito. It's pretty big, and it looks definitely a lot more moist than the tacos this morning. So while I'll do that, I'll let you guys go. Have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning bright and early. Got to get out of Dallas before the traffic starts. We'll see you in the morning. right, we're in Mount Vernon, Texas, getting out of here. Remember how I said yesterday that Texas does everything bigger? This is a good example of that. Yet another truck stop that's huge. They really try to help their travelers. The only thing bad about this truck stop is they charge to park. Which, you know, there's a Love's just over the off-ramp or the freeway here, so I imagine that's packed, whereas this one barely had any trucks at it. So you be your own judge about that, whether you would stay at Duke's or Love's. I've stayed at other Dukes that don't charge for parking, so this might be an experiment or something. It's a beautiful morning to be trucking here in Texas. And on our trip into the general area of Toledo, Ohio, is 1,025 miles from here. The name of the city, I think, is Luckey. Luckly. Luckey, Ohio. Here on Interstate 30, just about to enter Arkansas. And we're glad to have you riding along. I'm Indiana Jack.
Hey, you're watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
All right, this is where we branch off from 40 here in West Memphis and start to head north on our trip to the Toledo area. Got heavy winds today. Just had a heavy headwind, and now it's going to be a sideways wind. Maybe it's because we're hauling fans. And we'll be arriving at Flying J at about 4 o'clock. Yeah, about 4 o'clock. And no one will let a truck over. Of course. There we go. That little Chevy right there. I get some complaints about truck stops that people get. They don't want to see truck stops anymore. So you'll have to tell me whether you want to see truck stops or not. I used to hear a lot that people wanted to see truck stops because that's where trucks are, and I try to show as many trucks as I can. But not if you guys don't want to see truck stops where the trucks are. I won't show them anymore. So that would be a good thing to comment on. I know it is repetitious sometimes, but that's because it is repetitious to me too. So we have another 122 miles here to go before we hit Matthews, Missouri. Dang, I sure could use some strawberry pie right now. It's that time of year. Strawberries. Actually, we're here in Matthews, Missouri, fueling up, and we're actually going to stop here. We did exactly 600 miles. So that would be the 600 part of the sentence to 600, 500. So tomorrow we do 500, and then that'll be it. So 600 miles today. Well, we have a neighbor. He wants over here. I'm not sure if he's friendly or not, but he can stay over there and I'll stay over here for tonight anyway. Good morning. We are currently passing through Marion, Illinois. On 57, headed straight northbound here. Heading up to Effingham, which will be merging onto 70 there. It's a great morning so far. On the right there you can see the water tower, Marion. Illinois is known for their water towers that look like that. So far, a great morning for trucking as we head up 57 in Illinois. Effingham, Illinois. Yeah, they remodeled the inside and made it all fast food now. That's been a long time ago. We're looking for a Maverick driver, and they're saying something about him on the CB. I don't know what they said about him. I couldn't understand. There's a Maverick driver, but he's not in this truck.
People want it for nothing, that's what's wrong. I don't know. I just wonder if anybody's seen one. I hadn't seen one. I've seen a lot of radios. It's like a Connex 3300. Got the same power and all its features, but it's a Magnum. I got an S9 too.
My name is GB, I'm from the Netherlands, and when I'm not trucking myself, I'm watching Indiana Jack, Adventures in Trucking.
I made an executive decision going against my goodwill to go up 69 anyway. I promise I won't do any complaining about the roads because it's my fault. Going through Dayton would have added an hour. So I'm risking going this way, even though it's going to be Shreveport shaking scale factor 10, probably all the way until I get to Fort Wayne. So we just got on Interstate 69 here in Indianapolis. You know, I played that Holland video. We have a special relationship with Holland that many of you don't know. I'm not a history buff, but I do know this. The Netherlands loaned us money, actually, to get our country started right after or during the Revolutionary War, when the United States didn't have any money. We didn't have anything then. They were the first country that loaned us money to get started and help us fight the British during the Revolutionary War. So thank you, Holland, and or the Netherlands, and or the Dutch, for doing that. And if you are a history buff and want to correct me, that would help us if you correct us. But I believe that to be true based on the history books. Thank you, Holland, and our friends in the Netherlands. And according to Rand McNally, 200 more miles to go before we get to our location. We're here at the Loves in Pendleton, Indiana, just north of Indianapolis. I narrowed the city down to Pendleton, exactly Pendleton. So that's where I am right now. Enjoying a 30-minute break here, having a chicken sandwich. I'm sick of McDonald's. They have a McDonald's here. I don't want that. So I'll be here for 30 minutes, and then we'll continue on to the Toledo, Ohio area. We are in the exact city of Harrisburg, Ohio. Near Toledo. And we are about a mile from there, from our drop off, all the way from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm kind of looking for a truck stop. And we're going to Pemberville Road. Exactly. I hope I'm not riding on their painted freeway lane here. We're good. Still in Perrysburg, Ohio. I'm a little bit exhausted today. And you know what? 69 wasn't that bad. So all that whining and complaining for nothing. I mean, it wasn't the smoothest road, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I was happy about that. Nothing fell off the truck. And we're getting off right here. We're going to a Home Depot, DC, and they can be a little bit finicky, you know, like Barney Fife. You gotta do things just right. Slide your tandems at the right time. So we'll try to make them happy. That has to be it right there. It is. Okay. Truck entrance. Now it says Luckey. We're in Luckey, Ohio. Exactly. Luckey, Ohio. Just south of Toledo. Howdy. You want me to stay in my truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a load, right?
I do. I got a load of fans for you guys.
Fans.
Yeah. I guess you guys are all hot here.
I guess. Have you been here before?
Not this one, no.
Can I see your license, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, we're dropping off the trailer here. They're going to unload it. I don't know how long it'll take them, but it's been a fun time all the way from Fort Worth, Texas to the exact town of Luckey, Ohio. It's going to be a nice cool night. Won't have to idle here. So we'll see you next time. I'm Indiana Jack. Ha 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 ha!